What if I was to tell you that in 100 days, you can rewire your brain to remember everything, anything more than you ever thought possible? It's not going to be easy. It is going to take some effort, but it is something that can be done, right? So anything in essence that you can think about with enough effort, you can then take with you. Think of the leveling up from there. Tech free. First thing we're going to look at is the link method. It's one of those easier systems to get to grips with because it just revolves around doing something that we already naturally do, right? If you look at some of the research in the area, George Miller, 1956, came up with the magic number 7 plus or minus 2, basically meaning that we as human beings, we have the capacity of remembering between 5 and 9 items that are disparate and disconnected with little to no effort. So with this method today, exactly what we're going to do is we're going to take you from between 5 and 9 up to 20. All right, so you might want to pause the video on occasion until this is some of the items that we get to grips with. It's obviously going to be easier for you to remember things that you're more interested in, so I'm just going to make this random items. Okay, so it works like this. Picture yourself with a hammer and an apple, right? The key to this, make the images that you think of as visually striking, as smelly, as disgusting, as sexy, as violent as you possibly can, right? And that's the key of putting them together. So the hammer would be with the apple, right? I might picture a criminal hammer attacking this poor defenseless apple, which is nonsensical, but it's an image that strikes out in my head, and then we build the list going further from there. So the hammer is then moved on. We use an apple and a notebook, right? Here it is, an apple and a notebook. So you would connect the apple to the notebook. It might be a studious apple that wears, you know, glasses and is a bit of a nerd doing his homework, right? And this is how we start to build it and connect these out. So I'm going to flash some words on the screen, and I want you to start connecting them, connecting the images together. So it will be the first image connects to the second. That's 1. The second image connects to the third. That's 2. The third image connects to the fourth. That's 3. The fourth to the fifth. The fifth to the sixth, and so on and so on and so on until you've done all 20. You will get to the stage around kind of the 10th or 11th image where you begin to panic, right? It will start to feel like too much. If at that moment you experience that feeling, stop. That is your limit for the moment, right? It's not your limit in this video, but it's your limit for the moment. Pause it, take a breath, settle yourself, and then come back to it. Right? The natural inclination for human beings is that we want to think about something and then make